Alright, now I'm back. And ready to get into Astral Chain. I'm actually trying to remember what happened. The previous one was another large mission, I remember. We got the dog, we got the Beast Legion. Speaking of dogs, I think it started with Lappy. Yeah. We had to do the Lappy missions for Marie, go around in the Lappy police dog costume and go cheer up the rest of Neuron headquarters. And then we went to then we visited the ARI, the Research Institute, where we went to go check that our brother was alive and safe and totally not being experimented on or whatever by the totally not evil doctor who is also the Neuron commander. He's so obviously evil. I'm just wondering whether they're just going to play it completely straight now or whether there's going to be some twist. In any case, we went around, we helped a few people there, helped heal some redshifting patients. And then we went to the subway where things were exploding because of fiery chimeras doing stuff. That was pretty cool. I did like that area, although I think I missed quite a few things in it. And then eventually we chased the Beast Legion, we kept going, we encountered... Wait, did this happen in this one? I'm so lost. Usually I skim my previous video just to remind myself what was happening. Anyway, whatever, enough. We ran into Jenna. She gave us a data chip thing. And presumably that's what we're looking at now. View police database info. February 2043. Earth found itself faced with disaster, brought about by a meteor impact that opened the gates to the astral plane. Matter the likes of which Earth has never seen leaks through the gates as a toxic miasma, twisting everything it touches, eventually beyond recognition. We have come to call this process redshift. At the current rate, redshift poses a very significant threat to our species. Not a word of this came as a surprise to me, and yet I had thus far been powerless to stop it. I must confess my judgment at the time was clouded. The prophets. Those who find the future written in the past. They sought me out for my research. After all, we share an interest in human evolutionary potential. They had much to tell me about the true history of our species. They say that humankind flourishes now like it has twice before. The previous 2 times, it met with utter ruin. Weighed in the balance and found wanting. The gates present a third such test. Not that I took these prophets at their literal word, not at first. After all, their means are not scientific. However, even I cannot deny that all they foretold came to pass. I pledged to them, to my species, that I would do all in my power to stop this extinction, to save humankind. And they told me, build an ark. At their guidance, I gathered a considerable staff and constructed a new home, where humankind found refuge from what might have been our doom. It has been an arduous undertaking, far beyond even myself, but luckily I now have allies that I can trust to the grave. Now is the time for us to greet our future together. Excerpt from Dr. Joseph Calvert's collected notes, per aspera ad arcum. Interesting. Arc data file number 000129. Megafloat Arc operational. In the early morning hours of Thursday, July 23rd, 2043, construction on the artificial island known as the Ark was finally completed. The Ark represents the combined efforts of all nations to protect humanity from the threat of corruption from the gates. Representatives of the interim Union World Government say they hope to begin welcoming residents as soon as possible. As of this writing, the Ark is moored offshore near Valparaiso, Chile. Selected residents, having cleared checks for data corruption, boarded Union patrol boats to make the first step towards their new homes this morning. The Ark will cease accepting new residents at 3 p.m. and prepare for the voyage to its permanent location, far out into the Pacific Ocean where experts say corruption will never reach. The Union will resume accepting new residents once the Ark is in position, according to one Union official. He added that interested citizens should refer to Union notices for further information. Newspaper excerpt, 24th July 2043. Oh, there wasn't a date on this one. Oh, well, February, okay. Wow, they were quick. Actually, I don't know whether Feb 2043 was the date that he was writing this, or the date that, this is probably the date of his message, or his, recording. Arc data file 001953. Gates to a new scientific renaissance. Easy though it is to assume that the gates bring nothing but disaster to our planet, such an assumption disregards the tremendous technological advancements they've made possible. One of these advancements is the Experton, a portal weapon of unparalleled flexibility, now standard issue for our police force. Thorough research into the gates has led to whole new fields of scientific study, particularly the exciting field of astral dynamics. We've even been able to harness some of the astral spark, the energy given off by the gates, and turn it towards human ends. The Experton itself is one such end. Powered as it is by the astral spark, the Experton can affect the gates in ways conventional weapons can't. With enough force, it can even be used to destroy gates, closing them for good. Our police carry considerable extra-dimensional power in the palms of their hands. This is but one of the ways that we have learned to turn the power of the gates themselves to our own advantage. Another excerpt from Dr. Joseph Calvert's collected notes. Okay, so it says that with enough force it can be used to destroy gates, so it isn't as silly as it initially seemed when we saw the Neuron officer just repeatedly shooting at the gate in the first mission. It's just that using a Legion to chain bind it happens to be a lot quicker. Arc data file 002146. Anti-redshift medication. The Union government began distributing new anti-redshift medications to citizens of the Ark on March 1st, 2058. This comes as a response to an uptick in markedly severe cases of redshift, believed to be caused by greater concentrations of corruption in the environment following recent gate appearances. The medicine, developed by a team of specialists at the Aegis Research Institute, may reduce the effects of exposure to gate miasma by up to 80% with one weekly dose. However, the ARI warns that they cannot guarantee similar effectiveness in cases of direct contact with aberrations. That was a newspaper excerpt dated 2nd March 2058. Arc data file 005197, Arc Zone 9 Residual Corruption Examination Report. Aegis Research Institute Counter-Corruption Department Head, 27th April 2078. Goals of the examination: to determine the level of data corruption still present in Zone 9 20 years after the pandemic, and the feasibility of lifting quarantine. Zone 9. Yeah, so that's part of the ARC. Examination period 1000 hours through 1600 hours, April 20th through 23rd, 2078. Equipment used: Integrated Reality Imaging System, or IRIS. Staff: Examination leader redacted, and also redacted, and redacted. Results of the examination. 63 locations within 500 square meters of Zone 9 were flagged to indicate high amounts of corruption. These locations present a particularly high risk of dimensional instability, and examination staff visually confirmed the presence of several gates. The chance of chimeric invasion in these locations is 5 times higher than that in Grand Avenue, one of the areas outside of the exclusion zone most susceptible to chimeric attack. A previous inspection conducted 10 years prior, found 49 such areas. The results of this inspection suggest that the level of corruption within Zone 9 is indeed increasing over time. It is unknown whether the deposits of red matter found within Zone 9 have remained there since the pandemic, or whether they are new deposits. Tests on samples have thus been inconclusive. These results suggest that Zone 9 is in no way ready for the quarantine to be lifted. We suggest continuing to observe the conditions in the zone remotely while working towards an effective decontamination solution. I'm going to mute real quick as I take a drink. And then try to remember to unmute. Arc data file 024733. People on the rooftops? Have you heard rumors of the people called the Uppers? Supposedly they make their homes in illegal squats on the tops of buildings in the quarantine Zone 9. Whether it's true or just a figment of popular imagination, who can say? Not even the police are allowed to make routine rounds in the zone, which was put under quarantine by the Union government after the pandemic. The question must be asked: who would willfully gather and live in an area known for dangerous levels of corruption? Who are these Uppers? The Union holds that any living person found in the quarantine zone is a trespasser from outside the zone, and a potential danger to public safety. But some rumors suggest that the Uppers are actually survivors, or descendants of survivors, of the pandemic, left to rebuild after the Union walled off the zone. Supposing that were true though, that means the Union may have left uncorrupted survivors behind to fend for themselves against the dangers of the pandemic. Could it be true? One thing's for sure, when it comes to the Uppers, there's no shortage of questions, and very few answers. The quarantine. The cases for and against. Arc Zone 9 was once a populous residential district, an easy place to live, with both work and leisure near at hand. It remained that way for 15 years, when the Arc's worst nightmare came true. Uncountable numbers of civilians in Zone 9 redshifted in a very short time in what came to be known as the pandemic, still the largest disaster in the history of the Arc. The Arc's designers were prepared for this possibility, and had a system in place to prevent heavy corruption from spreading from zone to zone. Zone 9 was swiftly sealed off from the surrounding areas with heavy quarantine walls. Luckily, the Zone 9 pandemic is the only time the Union has found it necessary to use these walls. Thanks to these walls, zones that neighbor Zone 9 show no significantly higher levels of corruption than zones further away. In that regard, the walls are a vital part of public safety on the Ark. But on the other hand, independent sources suggest that survivors of the pandemic may remain alive in Zone 9, redshift-free, but sealed off from the outside Ark by the very same walls. If they're in there, the Union does not acknowledge them, and will not open the wall. If these rumors are true, they implicate the Union government in a wide-scale cover-up. One hopes to believe that, in erecting the walls around Zone 9, the Union exercise their better judgment for the good of the Ark. All on the Ark are subject to their rule. Let us hope it is a benevolent and honest rule. What was this from? Sounds like it was from an article. Or a newspaper or something. So, was it implied that we were from there? I'm trying to remember. There was some situation from which we, the twins, emerged. I feel like it's probably the pandemic. Yeah, I mean, I guess they would have had time to go and explore and grab research subjects rather than just sealing it off right away without even taking a look in. It doesn't sound like that. Watch out for hackers. A notice from the Ark Police. Reports of damages caused by a hacker group calling themselves the Hermits are increasing throughout the Ark. We in the Ark Police vow to expand our investigations into hacker activities. Until the individuals responsible are brought to justice, we ask that all citizens take great care in their use of all electronic devices and computer networks. Be sure to change your personal passwords often, especially those tied to banking services. Be warned, the Hermits are prepared to use any manner of trickery to acquire your personal information. A skilled hacker can steal your password and commandeer your information in a matter of seconds. Signs you may be under hacker attack. You find records of bank withdrawals you don't remember making. Credit card and cash chip histories show unexplained transactions. You receive receipts from delivery orders you don't remember placing. You find your cash chip suddenly unusable. If you have evidence that could be useful in investigations against the Hermits, contact the Ark Police at Redacted right away. Please do not attempt to contact the police via electronic mail, because the Hermits may be reading it right now. Well, that seems like fluff, probably. Well, except for the introduction of the Hermits. Have we heard of them before? I feel like we have. Or am I just like retroactively modifying my memory to say yes, you've heard of it? I feel like we have. It's been mentioned at least, right? I don't know whether we've met any. Have we met any NPCs that have mentioned it? Don't know. This one is not accessible. Okay. Yeah, so this isn't even complete yet. So there's still 4 missing things here and 1 missing thing there. Alright. Pressing on. 2 duty reports, which look like they are not chronologically sorted. Duty report, 18th Feb 2077. Is this report really necessary? More practice with the big puppet today. Hooray. Maximilian Howard. It's been half a year and I still can't get the damn thing to obey orders. The commander says cycle... I'm so dumb. I don't know why. I thought big puppet. The first thing I thought was Lappy. But of course it means the friggin' Legion. It's been half a day and I still can't get the damn thing to obey orders. The commander says psychological resonance or some such nonsense is necessary, and that's why we've got to be chained to it. No idea what it even wants though. I should give up. I have more luck getting my kids to do what I say than this thing. Maybe I should start thinking of the thing as an ordinary kit or something. Couldn't be any less effective than what I'm doing now. I'll give that a shot tomorrow. The comment about being changed. I wonder whether at some point I don't know. The chain is an interesting thing. Duty report 4th March 2078. Case reports. C00012 case status closed, investigation log filed, log ID, blah 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 blah. Summary: disposal of 1 humanoid chimera and 4 civilian aberrations in Grand Avenue Zone 36. Officers involved: Max Howard, Jin Wong, and Elisa Lopez. Paperwork was properly filed and authorization granted prior to the disposal of the aberrations. Captain Howard handled the disposal of all targets. Due to a malfunction in Captain Howard's log apparatus during action, no direct log remains. However, we were able to requisition footage from surrounding security cameras. This footage is submitted in lieu of a formal log. We were unable to confirm a dramatic increase in corruption in the area, and thus withdrew, leaving decontamination to the cleanup crew. Beyond the 4 aberrations, no civilian injuries are recorded. Captain Howard was lightly injured in the conflict, but no more than he usually is. Notes: we could really use more officers capable of responding to incidents like this one. I'm aware that the issue is one of control, namely our inability to control the legions beyond stopping them from going berserk. I'm also aware that even that is a fairly recent development. Wow, that sounds pretty great. Hey, we've come to rescue you. Whoops, the Legion's just gone and broken everything. Or, tried to kill its handlers. Officer Wong has made more progress than the rest of us in accurately guiding his Legion. Maybe I should pay attention to the captain's training too. If nothing else, I'll try to stay out of the way and not make anything worse. Who filed this? I'm going to assume Alicia, unless some other party not involved did, but by process of elimination it sounds like it's Alicia. Duty report 27th of June 2078. So still the same year. Yeah, still the same year. Case reports, blah, status closed, investigation log filed, summary: arrest of 2 Hermits gang members in the act of vandalizing an ATM. Officers involved: Alicia Lopez and Billy Williams. Billy is the guy who doesn't like chimeras? I mean, like, enough that he also doesn't like the legions, and who stands on the rooftop, I think. 2 conventional police officers were injured by the suspects before Neuron arrived. 1 officer suffered a fractured right tibia. The other received several surface wounds and expects to recover in 1 week. That was Alicia Lopez. C13285, status closed, investigation log filed, summary: pursuit and arrest of 1 Hermits gang member engaged in Grand Theft Auto. Officers involved: Alicia Lopez. I performed the arrest following search support from police helicopters. With consideration to the surrounding area, I tailed the suspect to Zone 21.RD2547-16 before forcing the stolen car to stop with electromagnetic disruptor rounds. Suspect's erratic driving during the attempted getaway caused multiple accidents across several zones, but luckily no civilians were injured. That was also Alicia Lopez. LT083. It's a different format. Or number format. Status: transferred to outside jurisdiction. Jurisdiction ID PD 749. Investigation log filed. Summary. Missing property investigation. No chimeric activity could be confirmed in the course of the investigation, so I handed the case over to the Zone 36 precinct to treat as a normal case. Officers involved Alicia Lopez. Notes. Though most previous reports on hermit activity only involved computer-related crimes, recently we've had more and more reports of their involvement in direct and even violent criminal activity. The charge is cause for concern. The conventional police are completely unable to keep up with the hermits, and they give even us in Neuron trouble. We should investigate the source of their newfound strength before they get any bolder. This may even warrant an investigation into their supposed base of operations in Zone 9. Enter password. Okay, so these ones that weren't in chronological order look like they are password protected, and I don't know whether there's any sensible thing that I could use. I also don't know whether you can get penalized for guessing wrong, so I'm going to keep looking first. No, these weren't all filed by Alicia. What is this? Public Affairs Records. So there's 2 of them. Lappy's Christmas Eve 2077. What do you know, it's Christmas Eve, but Chimeras don't celebrate Christmas, so Neuron can't take the night off to soak in the holiday season either. And old Lappy's right here with you. Why, I can't think of a better way to spend the holidays than hunkering down here in the office with all of you. There's no present nicer than a job well done, right? Right? But it is Christmas after all, so I made cookies. I know last year's weren't exactly the tastiest. Who could forget Joey's hilarious impression of a guy vomiting? But I've been working my recipe and I think this batch is perfect. I can't wait until you're all back so I can spread some Christmas cheer. And don't you worry if you don't get Lappy anything. Your smiling faces are the only present I need. Even yours, Joey. Sincerely yours, Lappy. Ah, isn't Marie just precious? She tries hard. Just like that special person who just whoops. Apparently I completed it. I didn't. Oh, okay. That's just because I clicked over it. Duty report. Why is there a duty report in here? 25th December 2077. Hey, so also Christmas. Activity report. Civilian seminar. Location Arc Police Headquarters. 10F. What? Floor 10? Date. Christmas. Title, How You Can Avoid Redshift. Summary. Unfortunately, not many people attended. Maybe it was the date? Let's say it was an intimate conversational environment. The usual crowd of old folks showed up to share some of their hard-earned wisdom, so all in all, I'd call the seminar a success. I went over how to tell whether an area is dangerously corrupted or not, and what to do if you think you're starting to redshift, and most of the audience listened. Note, Lappy was not present for this lecture. In other news, I can't help but notice that nobody ate any of Lappy's Christmas cookies last night. He told me he got so tired following you all around the office with a plate full of cookies that he just plain overheated. It's a lot of running around for a dog like Lappy to do in the middle of summer. Lappy asked me to thank Captain Max, the one kind soul with enough Christmas spirit to stop for a cookie. Lappy went ahead and let him have everyone else's too. If you missed out, well, maybe next year. I thought I'd ask him how they tasted, but he doesn't seem to be here today. He must have one of those Christmas summer colds going around the Ark. But don't worry, Lappy's already whipped up some more sweets for him, since he liked the last one so much. Marie Wentz. Is there any reasonable way that I could guess these yet? I mean, I haven't seen anything in... Are there any numbers that we've come across? File 6. Complicit. Knowingly participating in a wrongful act, aiding or abetting another's crimes.
Hey, is now a good time? Come find me on the roof. I need to talk to you.
Oh, hey, do we get to meet Hal in person? First up, have I unlocked anything? Just material codes from finishing the mission. Finishing the file, rather. Beast Legion I haven't spent anything on yet. Perfect dodge is an obvious one. Getting the hull seems really neat. Autobind, that's not bad. Sync Keep. Briefly retain boosted stats and ability effects after dismissing the Legion. I hadn't even considered that I had boosted stats just from... Oh wait, actually it might just be... It might not be some default thing, but because of the fact that you can get some things which increase your abilities and whatnot. Hit rush. How do I get there? Through defense. Let's try defense. I keep getting attack on everyone else. But first, a skill. Do I start off with at least one skill? Slot. Whoop. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Have some gene codes. For being such a good boy. I want hit rush. How do I get there? Oh, okay. So I just need to spend... I can unlock this once it's C2+. This costs 250. That's 300. How much have I got? I still got 2,500. C2. I need one more. Yeah, now I can unlock that. Oh man, that's electrifies the chain. Now that's pretty neat. Oh man, now I've got too many skills. Oh, and perfect call as well. I kind of want perfect call on all of my legions. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Well, fine, let's get perfect call. Hit rush costs 450. I don't know whether I want to be spending on... I've already got more skills than I've got slots. command skill. That's pretty cool. I mean, Arm Legion is pretty okay as it is already. C3, C4, C2, C3. So the one lagging behind most is my Arrow Legion, actually. Hit rush. C3, 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 C4. I mean, I can still spend these whenever I want. What I did want... Oh, I've got hit rush on you. What does air shot do? That hasn't been as effective as I would like, honestly. I'm gonna try that as my... Wait, what happened? Gonna try that. And I should at least put something on the Beast Legion. I like Howl, and I'm gonna try Chain Drive to begin with. And that also gave me something else to unlock. Just some material codes. I mean, that feels fine. It feels like I get a slight refund. Just ask her out already, dude. Well, don't you look all breezy and carefree. You'd better not be taking it too easy. I need my rival to stay sharp. If you get rusty and give up, where's that leave me? Now, if you're thinking of handing over your legion, that's different. Rival, huh? Alright. Hey, Lappy. Do I have anything new? I have the gas mask. That's... Oh, okay, cool. I got to keep it. Bandage. No thanks. Dude, the glasses look good. The glasses look good. Earring. This is a large earring. Yeah, why not? Do I get to customize those independently? No. That's fine. Jin, how you holding up? Shh, I'm trying to concentrate. Alicia will never let me hear the end of it if she filed all her reports before I do again. You know, I've never had to file a report. I mean, considering how much they put in this game, I wouldn't have been surprised if they had like a section where, hey, now you have to file your reports. Hi, hanging in there? Lucky you, we don't have any urgent cases at the moment. Try to relax while you can, okay? Where is my brother? Is your iris working? Is your iris working properly? Let me know if you think it needs recalibration. Wait, Wait, didn't I get a voice? What's it sound like?
Iris startup.
Oh wow.
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display.
How often does it trigger the information display audio?
Iris shut down.
I think I don't know whether I've got any thoughts on whether I prefer one or the other. Another day, another dull inventory check. If you find any interesting items in the field, don't hold out on me, okay? Hey Richard, what's up? I won't lie to you, I'm jealous that you've got a Legion. I hope I'll get to use this terminal too someday. Imagine this, just hanging out, chilling near this terminal all day, just thinking, man, the things I could do, the cleaning of my Legion that I could do. What if I could get him to clean it? Like just a Legion daycare service. I can just drop my Legion off. I mean, they're like kind of weird digital beings, aren't they? Or something. I could just drop them off and be like, oh hey, Richard, was that his name? Hey Richard, got my Legion here, just you know, play with him a bit, feed him, give him a bath, scrape all of the weird corruption shit off him. I want more Legion color slots. This isn't something I'm likely to keep doing, by the way. Going through, oh, he's a good boy. Going through 4 Legions is, it takes a while. How you doing, Mitsuru? With all that's been going on lately, I think I forgot how to relax. Am I doing it right? We need to find you a master of relaxation. Teach you the art of chilling out, of being lazy. I'm gonna buy some medicine. Ailments. I'm not sure how many of those I've come up against. On fire, I guess? I don't know, what does it solve and what ones? I actually can't remember whether I've been impaired from using items or anything when I've been on fire. I just sort of haven't really noticed. Can I sort these somehow? Salvage items, that's a better way to look through it. Sell a bit of everything. I don't have any Not selling anything I don't want to sell. Or shouldn't sell. Heck yeah, I'll sell it. 55 grand. Shinies. Oh, did I lock the door? It's so quiet. I think I forgot what it's like to not be worried about anything. Should I be worried about that? You should take this chance to rest up. How about lying down with a good book? Or catching up with a special someone? Hey, Avery. Ah, nothing beats a nice refreshing alkalized cocoa. Come on, take a sip. I actually found the toilet in the last file, which means I've got something for Belle. Oh, it's you again, isn't it? The special human who can hear me. I think I used a voice for this. I really can't remember it because I haven't needed to come back for a while. This fairy knows when they're in luck. You may be able to help me save this toilet from certain disaster. Huh? Wait a second. You've got some toilet paper on you, correct? Give it to me quick, otherwise this toilet may be cursed forever. Another day, another toilet well and truly protected. Here, as thanks for doing your duty. It breaks my heart that so many people don't believe in toilet fairies. They don't know how much we do to protect them. I think that dialogue is exactly the same. Nothing's going on. I feel like I might just curl up for a little catnap. Don't you worry, I'll be sure to land on my feet next time we've got to jump into action. Cats. I didn't talk to Marie. I'm in the middle of a big project here. This dirt sure is formidable. Working hard, I see. Everything okay? Didn't you say something else before? I don't know why I thought I saw different text over her just before. So Hell is on the roof. But first, do I have any other side goals? None that I'm aware of yet. Gunner drone. Hey, they've got other animations. Squatting, push-ups. Wait, I think I've seen push-ups before. Ooh, upgrades. Well, well, slow day, huh? Might be a good chance for a tune-up. Interested? I sure am. What do you got? Give me them upgrades. Command skills unlocked. Does that mean that they're just all unlocked? Is that what it's saying? So all I get is damage and refill, which are all great. I'm still absolutely fine with spending my cash on that. Maybe I shouldn't have, because now I can't afford to upgrade anything else. Yeah, I think I've got all of the skills now. Legatus. Oh, I need premium material code, actually. I've got enough cash, I just, Alright, that's fine. What do you got? Sorry, I didn't use any of my temporary grenades. Oh wait, can I... Was I given anything by the toilet fairy that I could sell? Well, no salvage. The shadows, peaceful as the grave. The star, a welcome respite from danger. But don't get too comfortable. There are things even the cards can't foresee. And when we let our guard down, they move. Alright. That is so cool. Just training with the guys. Maybe I should stand here. No, but then where the hell's my arm gonna go? Idiot. There's always the Legion, I guess. I'm facing the wrong angle. Is there a way that I can tweak that? Training's important, but so is rest. Training's vital, but I'm so tired. Please, let me rest. Nah, you gotta get stronger. With so many cases popping up these days, it pays to be ready for anything, physically and mentally. Good attitude. Come on, pick up the pace. It's not enough I gotta keep an eye on all you guys. I have to think up new training methods too. What, you think I'm gonna let old Jin have all the fun? Oh, I was hoping that you'd actually have some new training things.
Choose a training from
Elemental gel.
okay, partner. Here, you and
Yep. I know how it works. A gel are these things. Get wrecked. Beast has chain drive. Was the electrified chain? Oh, nice. Oh shit, that's pretty strong. Or maybe they're just real weak. Howl. Get stunned. Cool. Hit rush. So I don't have the chain anymore. But I guess I can also just trust it to go nuts. These guys are a bit weak.
What's the matter, Gotcha. Choose a new program. Okay, partner.
Actually, I should practice against the wing ones. They tend to cause me a lot of trouble. Oof. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Pain. So much pain. You gonna rush me down? That was an attempt at a perfect summon, or perfect call. Didn't work. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna burn to death. Freaking rip. Perfect call. Okay, so what else do I have? Hit rush. Oh, it's dead. I need a new one. Send monsters, please. Alright. Well, my legion just got wrecked. Dang it. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. So I don't know if I can perfect call against a projectile attack. These guys are rough. Hit rush. Oh, nice. So I can actually hit rush and then... I wonder how many I can hit rush with. Holy shit! Well, I mean, the end was not so great. But that looked really cool. What do you have? Power charge, round bullet. What is round bullet? Ah. Feels a little unimpressive. You have Howl. Howl, please. And then go wreck this dude. Ow. That is a lot of pain. Fire hurts a lot. Gee whiz. Run! Rip. Stop it. Okay, I want you... I mean, that's cool. But what I meant to do is hit rush. And then hit rush. And then hit rush. Darn it. I got confused with buttons for a while there. Dismiss it. Oh. Oh, that was a really bad way to stumble back. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Send you out. And then hit rush. Change. Send you out. And then hit rush. And then... I was trying to see whether I could get 3 out at the same time. Oh, I forgot about the sync after binding. Get wrecked. That is so cool. Oh. That looked painful. Neat. I can't take photos in here.
What's the matter, partner? Finished with your trip? See you soon.
Iris shut down.
Hey. What am I trying to do here? Is this the only way to do this? Okay, now real quick, check the garage. Common material code. Always welcome, but obviously I'm looking for a premium material code right now. What's up, Tabuchi? Heading out on patrol, buddy. I've got a fresh tuned up bike with your name on it. I wonder if we'll ever get to do another bike segment. And also I wonder how a bike segment later in the game might compare to the opening, because obviously the opening was meant to be kind of, oh, okay, this is neat, but you know, obviously they aren't gonna do anything too crazy at the start. Looking back, it was pretty simple, and I don't think I really needed to worry about avoiding anything, because I don't think I could have really died there. What's up, Sarah? ... Good point, Sarah. I guess we could use a few hobbies that don't involve shooting stuff. What? On second thought, I don't think I'm that bored just yet. So who's up for target practice? Me? I want to do target practice. I thought I saw something there. So am I gonna get to see Hull in person, or am I gonna see him via drone again? Still creeping around down there. Billy Williams. Yeah, I was right. He is the guy that likes to stand up here. You've taken out a decent number of chimeras, but if you ask me, it's still not enough. They just keep coming and coming. Use this to fight back. Nice. Thanks, dude. That should come in handy for you. Now get back out there. Thanks, man. Berserk mode with Super Armor Omega. Needs 2 slots. At the moment I've only got one Legion who has 2 slots. It's pretty neat though. Actually, what do I have currently? Anti-flame is pretty useful. Crap, I had anti-flame on before? No, but I wasn't always using the Sword Legion. I wonder how the elemental chimeras would have been with the Sword Legion. So I don't get to talk to him in person. I'm still questioning whether you're an actual person.
I finished analyzing the data card we got from you-know-who, and I found something you might want to hear about.
Was that you? What data card? No, what was
The
it?
data was set up with some heavy-duty encryption, but I managed to crack it. Inside, I found some lab documents, along with some map data, and then a bunch of links to news sites to top it all off. They look like results from a series of drug tests. All the same drug, too. The documents are from the Aegis Research Institute, so I assume the drug in question is a project of theirs. If I had to guess, I'd say Jenna took the documents along with the Legion Corps when she attacked the lab. But why? Pharmaceuticals are admittedly beyond my realm of expertise. But as far as I can tell, this drug has a lot in common with an anti-red shift drug the government supposedly made years ago. Everyone thought those drugs might save our whole species. But then the government stopped giving them out after the pandemic. They never officially said why, of course, but rumor has it the drugs and the pandemic were related. The drug in these documents has an extra chemical compound I can't ID, though. Hard to say what it does. All the links lead to reports about a case that the police and Neuron haven't been able to close. Something about a gang with near superhuman strength, calling themselves the Hermits. I wonder if it's the same Hermits. If so, the police are one thing, but I can't imagine why Neuron would have much trouble with them. They're only human. Either way, none of this sounds like the Hermits I know at all. I mean, they're hackers. Sort of a rob from the rich, give to the poor deal. Maybe a little shady, but I know they're decent guys. Or they were, at least. So, the question is, why did Jenna think we should see all these news links?
Good question.
It's a really detailed map of Zone 09. I know that's where you and Akira were born. It's been almost completely locked down for 20
Confirmation.
years or so, since the pandemic. The government says the whole zone is still corrupted. It's basically condemned. But the map on the data card is really thorough. It had to have come from direct observation. It's especially detailed around one upper camp in particular. Sector 5. But why there? No matter how you look at it, Jenna is definitely trying to tell us something with this data card. I mean, she is a terrorist, so can't exactly trust her. But quarantine or no, there's a lot of people still living in Zone 09. What'll happen to them if there's another incident? The government's not gonna help out, I can tell you that much. So, I've decided. I'm going in. Sector 5 means a lot to me. If something's going on there, I gotta know. There's nobody else I can trust with this. What am I gonna do? Hand the data over to the government and hope they handle it? They won't do anything for Zone 09. Oh, they'll say they'll look into it, file the card away somewhere, and that'll be it. Even Neuron officers are forbidden from entering Zone 09 without permission. If you got caught in there, they'd take your Legion away. They'd probably even arrest you.
They could try.
Or worse. I'll be fine. I bet I can get this drone in and out unnoticed. But if you really want to come, I could use the help. I'm kidding, of course. But seriously, if you really want to come, I could use the help. I do not know what might happen in there. Anyway, I better get going soon. No time like the present, right? And I mean if you really, really want to help me out, head to Harmony Square. I'll put a beacon out for you to follow when you get there. I'll wait up for you. Just for a little while, though.
During that, I just realized that I didn't speak to the commander at all. I also don't know why this music. I also don't know why I haven't just been fast traveling. Hey Yosef, what's up? Go ask Olive about any new developments. And don't forget, when you're out there, you represent Euron. Alright. Don't think there's anything else that I wanted to do here. I've talked to everyone. Lucky I've got all this free time now, I guess. Oh right, I wanted to look for... What was next? Sector 5 specialty, Alan in a bind, Lappy holding a balloon. Sector 5 specialty sounds like the next one. I mean, it's literally the next one in order, but how convenient that we are going to Sector 5. What am I... Camera. This is my bike. Oh, I should probably clean out the album. It's a pity that I can't get these, like, actually full screen. It's why I always turn the HUD off now. So that if there is anything that looks particularly neat, I can... at least just go grab it from my recording. "12 should be plenty." Oh man, it's almost 10:30. This actually seems like a fairly sensible place to stop, I think. Because otherwise I don't know how long I'm going to end up going for. Nice to visit this place again. Maybe I can get a better shot with my bike now. Oh, I keep forgetting that I can also... whoops, wrong button. Use this to change the aperture and the focus length. I'm not sure whether I'm seeing any effect of it really right now. Focus length. I feel like this doesn't do any... oh, okay. Here it does. Hey, what's that a photo of? Harmony Square East. Cool. Oh well, I accidentally got something. Focus length. What was this? Aperture. That's kind of cool. I should mess with that a bit more. Anyway, just distracted myself. That's I don't know how long that took. I'm going to wind up here and I will resume doing mini like side quests around here and then hopefully heading to Sector 5 with Hal after that. But for now, Bye bye.